In my research, I explored James Madison University archives. I observed very strict clothing rules for women, even while playing sports. I got interested in why the women had to wear such long clothes and covered their whole bodies. I then researched all about women playing in collegiate sports and why they had to wear this ridiculous clothing. I researched the main and earliest collegiate sport at James Madison University, which is women's basketball. As shown in the image, women had to wear long-sleeve skirts and shirts while playing basketball, and this continued into the 1930s. This clothing was very restricting while competing in sports and must have been very hot. But in the 1950s, everything changed and women are now wearing short shorts and skirts. They're showing a lot more skin and they could probably perform a lot better. These uniforms were very revealing, which shows that what society thought was right and wrong to wear had changed drastically since the 1920s. Society first viewed women as delicate creatures that needed to be protected, and having women show lots of skin was frowned upon in every situation. So you can imagine that the swim team had to wear one pieces in the 1920s. This continued in all the swim teams until the 1950s, where the athletes wore bold bikinis and showed off their bodies in the pool. This was a drastic change in the James Madison dress code and in society. The women's tennis team also had a drastic change in uniforms. In the 1920s, they had to wear long, thick shirts and long, thick skirts while playing on the court. But then they moved to short skirts and long sleeves and sometimes sleeveless. This must have been a lot better than the restricting uniforms that they used to wear. They could probably perform a lot better and could have better hygiene. Throughout the years, society changed, and so did the rules. This could be due to World War II and the women getting involved. Whatever the reason was, it was an advantage to women in collegiate sports, and I'm glad it happened.